Hey guys, welcome to a new video. Today I'm going to be sharing 5 anti-aging serums that actually work. Whether you're looking for something to soften fine lines and wrinkles, improving texture, tone, something to firm the skin, or just to give more of that youthful glowing complexion, I have you covered. And I have rounded up the top performing serums that deliver real results. And I have tested them all on different occasions. I always do that every time I test something new so that I can always report back with an in-depth thorough review. I don't like to use too many new things at once because when you do that, sometimes you don't know what is working and what isn't working. But I guarantee you the 5 serums that I'm sharing in this video actually do work. So I will link up all of these products below for you, including discount codes and related videos. You will always find that in my description box. I would also really appreciate it if you could kindly give this video a thumbs up and if you could also subscribe and ring that notification bell. Alright, so the first product is the VT100 Reti-A Reedle Shot. You might be familiar with the VT Reedle shots that went viral last year on TikTok and YouTube. There are different strengths, and I think the higher the strength, the more intense it was on the skin. If you don't know what Reedle shot is, it's basically a micro needling in a topical form, in a serum type of texture. So this has these microscopic particles that are needle-like, that are derived from natural silica. And so this is going to enhance cell turnover, but also improve the absorption of your active ingredients. And so the higher the number, the more intense it is. This one's actually very mild. You do feel a little bit of that sensation, a little bit of that pricking sensation when you're applying it all over, but it's not intense at all. And I've never had irritation or issues with this. Now, this has the Reti-A. So this has a combination of retinol and hydroxypanacolone retinoid, which is the newest retinoid in the retinoid family. So this has 2, the retinol and the vitamin A. So the Reedle shot is going to help the absorption of the Reti-A. So this is going to refine your skin, improving texture. It's going to brighten up your skin, improving hyperpigmentation, and it can also help to soften fine lines in time. So with this one specifically, I have noticed that I have no texture on my skin. My skin is super soft and smooth, and I have this glow to my skin. It's also very hydrating at the same time. Have I noticed anything in terms of fine lines? Not yet. I haven't used it that long to be able to see a difference in terms of that. Yes, I do have some fine lines. I do around the mouth area and a little bit here. But I think, like if you were to be consistent and maybe go through 2 bottles of this, you might start to see a difference in terms of those lines starting to soften. We're all different. But remember, consistency is key. And I like this because there's no fragrance. I find this to be really easy to use. I use this at nighttime. And when I was testing this, I didn't use this with tretinoin, vitamin C. I didn't use this with any type of active because I wasn't sure how my skin was going to react with just this formulation alone. And I started with a few nights per week and then I gradually increased. I am using this every single night right now, and I have taken a break from tretinoin. I'm using this as my replacement and I'm really impressed with this. I actually really like this. It's actually nice to take a break from tretinoin and use something different. But again, this has that retinol and it also has that vitamin A. So again, it's going to do very similar things to what tretinoin does, but in a different form along with that Reedle shot. And I have really noticed a big difference with my complexion. I am so impressed and I wish I would have tested this a lot sooner. So in my nighttime routine, I will cleanse my skin. I will go in with a facial mist or an essence. Then I will go in with this, about 2 pumps. Then I will go in with another serum of some kind, then my moisturizer. That is how I like to incorporate this in my nighttime routine. I haven't used this in my morning. I think that this is probably best used at nighttime, but if you do decide to use this in your morning, just make sure that you're wearing sunscreen. But I think that this is a lovely product. This is K-Beauty, by the way, and I am truly obsessed with this. Next is the KaramMD Quench Vitamin C Serum. I have talked about this a couple of times already. This is something that I just started using a few months ago in my morning routine. Now, when I was first starting out with this, I was actually using this twice a day. I had their trifecta line, so it comes with a cleanser, this along with the Illuminate moisturizer. The moisturizer is great because it also has vitamin C, it has retinol, niacinamide, it has a lot of great ingredients, and you can use this with that cream, even though that cream has retinol in it. This has 3 types of vitamin C derivatives, and when it comes to a derivative, you can pair these up with basically anything. That is the great thing with vitamin C derivatives, is that you have freedom to pair them up with basically anything. And I like that, and I'm starting to enjoy vitamin C derivatives a lot more lately because you have more options in terms of creating a skincare routine, and also they're way more gentle and they have a longer shelf life than ascorbic acid. Now, I love ascorbic acid still, as you know, the purest form of vitamin C, but you have to use them up within 2 to 3 months, and they can be a little irritating for some. Sometimes I will use a 20% and my skin will look a little rosy afterwards. So there are times where my skin can be a little sensitized to it, but this serum specifically is really impressive and super gentle. It contains 3 powerful vitamin C derivatives that actually brighten the skin. That's the first thing that you're going to notice when you start using this consistently, is the overall brightness. If you have any post-acne marks, discoloration, this can help to fade those in time. There's also licorice root extract, which naturally brightens the skin. There's aloe, panthenol, green tea in here, willow herb, which helps to balance oil production and calms redness. There's a lot of great ingredients in here, and it has like a jelly type of texture. So I do 2 pumps, and I put that all over my face after a facial mist or an essence. And again, I use it in my morning. You can use this twice a day though, if you wish to. And I was when I first started out with this. This is actually my second one, and I'm almost done this. It feels quite light, so I'm gonna have to get another one very soon. And I do have a discount code with KaramMD now, so I will leave that up here and below for you. Next up is the Allies of Skin Multi-Peptides and GF Advanced Lifting Serum. I've talked about this a couple of times already in the past, and this is something that I have been really enjoying because it has those peptides in there, and it also has growth factors. So this has a 3% growth factor, which, as you know, helps to stimulate new collagen, improving our overall complexion. There's a lot of benefits to growth factors for signs of aging, but it also has wound healing properties. It can help to repair your skin, that compromised skin barrier, and the list goes on. It does a lot of great things for our skin. But this also has a 9% peptide lifting complex. So peptides help to lift, firm, and soften fine lines and wrinkles. There's also a copper lysate ingredient in here, which is that copper peptide. There's also glycolipids, which helps to retain moisture in the skin for that barrier support. There's phospholipids, which is that humectant to keep the skin nice and hydrated and plump. So if you want to switch things up a little bit and to introduce something new into your morning and or nighttime skincare routine, then this would be something that you could do that. It can be used twice a day or just once a day, and you would use this within your serum. So after cleansing, after a facial mist or an essence, but before your moisturizer. And I think this is really nice, and it has a pump. I do about 2 pumps to cover my face and my neck, maybe an extra pump for my neck, I can't remember actually, but 2 to 3 pumps is really all you need, and it spreads really nicely, and I've never experienced irritation nor pilling. This sits really nicely with other skincare products. Now this next serum is truly one of the best anti-aging serums I have ever used. This is the Dr. Dennis Gross Derm Infusions Fill Plus Repair Serum. I talk about this a lot on my channel because it actually performs and delivers real results. I will always recommend this because it's a serum that truly targets all skin concerns. Dullness, texture, fine lines and wrinkles, crepiness, lacking moisture, like it truly targets all skin concerns. The ingredient list with this product is quite lengthy. but have a look at that ingredient list and really go through it. You're going to see that they are good ingredients that actually have benefits to the skin. They are not filler ingredients. They are not unnecessary ingredients. These are ingredients that actually perform on the skin. So there's peptides in here, niacinamide, ecdywin, hyaluronic acid, ceramides, like the list goes on. There are so many great ingredients in here. Now I'm going to say this again like I always do. Back a couple years ago when I first started using this, within the second to third day of using this completely wiped out the texture that I had on my chin and some of the other areas on my face where I had texture. This worked really quickly to eliminate texture, to give that softer, smoother look to my skin. After that, the brightness happened. My skin just looked more clear, more radiant, more glowy, and I couldn't believe it. So of course, I've kept using it to this day. I will use this on and off. Like sometimes I will take a break from it, use something else, and I will always go back to this because it really is a serum that performs. And I do use this with tretinoin sometimes in my nighttime routine. I do use this with other types of peptides. It is a lovely serum that can be used with a lot of things. But if you just want to use this on its own with a cleanser and a moisturizer, and then of course a sunscreen, you can, because this truly is a serum that will target all, and you can just simplify your routine right down and just have this as your main treatment step. I'm telling you, it is that good. And I just used 2 pumps. I put that all over my face and my neck. The only downfall with this is that there is fragrance. There is a floral scent that is quite mild, but if you can't do fragrance or you can't do floral, then unfortunately you probably won't like this, but you are getting 30 mils of product, and I can't recommend this enough. This really is beneficial. And the last serum is by TirTir. This is the ceramic milk ampule. The packaging actually has changed. I must have purchased the last old packaging that was on the shelf when I first bought this. The packaging looks like it's all silver and there's like a button on the top, so it has changed. So I have the older one, I think. But anyways, this is honestly one of the nicest hydrating serums I have ever used. This is actually the first product that I've ever tried from TirTir. I am so impressed with this that I honestly can't wait to go out and purchase more things. This is a serum that provides that luminosity, that dewy, glowy complexion. It temporarily plumps up your skin, giving more of that youthfulness. It is really hydrating, moisturizing, repairing. Honestly, it's a serum that can be used by all skin types. Now, it's not necessarily that serum that will diminish fine lines and wrinkles. Again, it will temporarily plump them up, but it's going to provide your skin with a lot of goodness, keeping that skin barrier nice and repaired. Healthy skin is happy skin, right? If your skin is compromised, it's inflamed, it's rosy, your skin doesn't look good. So this is going to keep your skin looking good while you're using other things like other actives. You can use this with the other additional serums that I mentioned in today's video. It's a very friendly serum that can be used with anything and everything, and you can use it twice a day, and all skin types can use this, especially if you have dry skin. Now, I have combo skin. This is amazing on my combo skin. And now that the weather is getting a lot warmer, my skin is starting to change a little bit where I'm starting to get a little bit more oily. This hasn't been an issue. And I'm also very acne prone. This hasn't broke me out. Now, this has a very unique milky texture. It has a thicker texture than what I've ever tried in terms of that milkiness. It almost mimics glue. Like, it's almost like Elmer's glue, really. But don't be alarmed when I say that, honestly. It's just the way that I can describe this to you. It has this thickness when you're applying it to your skin, but once it has dried down and absorbed into your skin feels very lightweight. It doesn't feel heavy, it's not greasy, it's not oily or tacky on the skin. It just gives the most beautiful, glowing, dewy complexion, and the ingredients in here just really nourish the skin. So there's 6 types of ceramides in here. There's squalene, there's phytoamino amino acids, there's niacinamide to brighten, and the list goes on. There's a lot of great ingredients in here. This is K-Beauty, by the way, if you didn't know. It is fragrance free, and there's 30 mils of product, and I love this. So I use this a lot in my morning routine because I love how it shines through my sunscreen and my makeup, giving this youthful complexion, but it's also great to use at nighttime with active ingredients, and I've never had an issue with paling, and it's just lovely. So those are the 5 anti-aging serums that truly deliver real results. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and hopefully I was able to introduce you to something new today. If you have any questions at all, please ask away in that comment section. Again, I will have everything linked in my description box along with discount codes and related videos. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And of course, I will see you all in the next video. Take care, and I will see you all then. Bye, guys.